is up, guys? BloodZelos, and welcome to the Hobbit House Let's Build. Man, I started this about 9 months ago, and I did 2 episodes, and they did really well, and everyone loved it, and then I quit YouTube, or did something like that, and basically the Hobbit House stopped being a house, and it never got finished. In fact, it only didn't even get like half finished. It didn't get very far. That's what I'm trying to get at here. So we're back. We're gonna do the Hobbit House. I asked in my last dual build what people wanted to see, and most people wanted to see the Hobbit House finished. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna finish this build up, see how many episodes it takes, and then we'll start something like a medieval cathedral kind of let's build, something along those lines. So that is the plan, I guess. That's what we're gonna do. I'm pretty excited. So if you are excited and if you want this series to continue, please do leave a like, show your support, because that's what keeps things like this going, is all that support. So there's a couple things on the outside we have to get done, and then there's a couple things on the inside that we have to get done. And well, actually, there's a lot of stuff everywhere to get done. So let me just show you what we got done back when I started this build. We did a window, and we did this here, the entryway, and that's all we did. So what we're gonna do, and then on the inside we got a little bit of flooring done and some of the roof done. So the plan now is to go ahead and actually turn it into, you know, like a nice kind of build. That's our goal here, right? So we're gonna go ahead and there's a couple little things in here I want to do. I am gonna do cutting in this series, a little bit of cutting, because I don't think anyone wants to sit there and watch me screw around like breaking out roofs and rooms all day long. So there will be some cutting involved on these. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and do something like that. I wonder what it would look like though. We actually will probably put a flower there, got a little flower pot. That'll be nice. That'll definitely do some good for us. So what kind of flower? Today we're gonna use a red tulip, and we'll go ahead and find a pot, and that should be good. So now we have that done. I just wanted to get that out of the way. And then over here, I guess we're gonna need to actually get some sort of a roof going. So let's just get that going. I basically, when I do this series, I want to spend a certain amount of time on the inside and a certain amount of time on the outside. I don't want to do everything in one spot. Because I think that will get very boring very quickly. Like if I spend the entire episode breaking out this stone here, you're gonna be pretty bored. So I don't want to do that, but I do want to make a little bit of progress every time, you know. So there'll just be little things here and there, and there will be cutting again. If it gets really boring, if there's something big we gotta do, of course I will cut. I don't want to make anyone watch that. So this is gonna be a little room here, and we're gonna have to figure out through the course of this build how we're gonna go about decorating these kind of things, how we're gonna make them look nice and colorful. I'm thinking right now though, we'll try and come up with some sort of a bush kind of a pattern here we could do. Actually, well, let's see. See, I don't like how square that is, so we'll have to think of something for sure. What we could do here is take some dark oak, or some of the dark slabs right here, and we could go ahead and make ourselves just a little table, and on that table we can put, well, you know, a flower pot. Everyone loves flower pots. And then maybe a different kind of flower. Go ahead and put in an oxeye daisy right there. That'll be cool. We'll probably have a painting right about there. So we can go ahead and do that. And there's just a whole lot of decoration that's going to have to happen. And I kind of going to do it as I go, because it's more interesting to watch decoration sometimes than breaking things out. So we want a nice... That's really... What is that? I don't even know what that is, but it's going to go there for now. Anyways, the way a Hobbit house generally works is it is a big long tunnel coming all the way back, and then it kind of it has rooms branching out on either side, which is nice. I like that. It means it's going to be a lot easier for me to come up with a floor plan, because I don't usually do houses with tons of rooms, so it's going to be a lot easier to come up with some sort of a thing. So what we're going to do here is we're going to break out a smaller room in here, and we are going to have to come up with an entryway kind of design too to make everything look nice. So I'm going to break out 3 blocks, because I think the entryway will only be 1 block, but we're going to want room to decorate it, so we'll have all 3. So those are going to be 2 separate rooms. And over here, this isn't really a room, it's going to be kind of like a public space, which obviously has a lot more decoration to go. And over here, I want to do a window, which means we have to figure out how far we have to go to get to the edge. Right about there, okay. Over here, I want to do a window, just like we did over here, so I got to kind of remember how that worked. Looks like though we have this kind of wood. We're gonna have some of these. We'll need these. Pretty much have all my inventory already. Okay, so we're just gonna need that. All right, so let's go and we'll find a way to make a window here, and then what we'll do is we can just break it out around the window and make that all happen. So we'll bring this up to Are these really half slabs? How are those half slabs? How did that even happen? Okay. Well, we'll just bring this out to right about here. That should be good. No, maybe a little bit further. I want to, you know, I don't want the window at the very edge of this mountain here because we want room to make things happen. So we're going to break that out and kind of naturalize it as well. Something going on like that. And can this be okay? Will this work? We will find out. Okay, so we got that. And then the way the window is going to work is it's going to go there. And, oh, it's going to go like that, I guess. And then it's going to come across like that and right there. The glass is going to go in the middle, and that is all I remember so far. And it looks like we have some of that, some stairs. Okay, so we can make that work. So we got these trapdoors on all of the sides, and then we're going to have some upside down stairs to make it kind of round as we can get in Minecraft, which is not all that round, but it's about the best we can do. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to come back inside. So I guess we'll have to go in here. We'll clean it up from the inside first, and then we'll go ahead and clean it up from the outside. Now this is going to be 3 wide, of course. We don't want... I'm going to break that off camera. We don't need to see all of that breaking. In fact, I'll do that right now, so I will be right back. Okay, so every tunnel in this house so far, except for this main one here, has been 3 by 3, so we're going to keep that pattern going over here. So I want to go ahead and just break all of these out and fill in the wall a little bit, and the roof is of course going to have to get filled in as well. So let's go over here though and figure out how we are going to incorporate this window into the actual house. We're going to put a half slab right there. The roof is going to come across there, so it's going to have to come out here as well. And it's going to come over here, obviously. And we're going to end up putting some dirt back on top of this because we do want it to look... Oh, let's just do grass. We do want it to look like it's kind of built in, you know. So we'll go ahead, and that's actually going to have to be part of the wall, as far as I know. This is going to be wall and wall right there. And then the same on the other side. This is all going to be wall. But what we're going to do, I don't want anyone to see that, so we're just going to cover that up again with some grass. And then we'll go ahead, and that's our window for the most part. Maybe we'll even bring this back one. Well, no, I guess we can't really do that, can we? Because then we'll have grass on the inside. So we'll go ahead, though, and kind of cover that up with some grass. And we may have to make a couple changes there. But we have a little bit of shape like that going on. That's okay. I like that. Now, I got to figure out how we made this window happen over here. It looks like on the inside, we have some dark oak. Oh, that's right. We did some upside down, right side up kind of dealio going on right here. Something looking like that. That looks about right. And then we had fences on each side, and we had a trapdoor on the top and the bottom. We actually had a flower pot there, didn't we? Today's episode is going to be titled Flower Pots because that's all I did today was flower pots everywhere. So then we'll have our wall here like that. I'm going to go ahead and fill in the walls on all these sides off camera, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we have that done. Looking good. I guess I need to go grab a flower pot right here. Now, oh, that's not a flower pot. Now, obviously, the house is very heavy on the wood right now. What we're trying to do is build the house out first. Once we've got the house built, then we can start decorating the walls. We'll change things around. We'll put in different rooms and doorways, and then it will start to look really nice. But of course, we have to get the layout of the house done first, or we're going to be at a complete loss for everything. Now, I was thinking. That's not how the song goes. I wasn't actually thinking. I thought I had a thinking idea there, but I don't. So we're gonna go ahead and take some bushes here. We need to mask this window here. It looks really bad. There's just a little bit too much going on right now. So we'll bring that down, just something like this. One thing I love doing is putting bushes everywhere. And then we can even bring it across one more time over here and let that kind of just bleed down through the build. So we have something going on like that. And now we have a window on the side, and that's what we want. It looks really nice. I really like that. Okay, I don't know if I want that there. Yeah, I guess I do. So we have that going on. Okay, that's good. So we got a window on that side as well, looking fresh. Ooh, this is a problem. That's really ugly. So we'll want to go ahead and fix some of that up a little bit. There we go. Something like that, nice and simple. I think that looks good. Okay, and we have a very straight line of bushes here that's going to need to get fixed, so we'll go ahead like that. Perfect. Now, what I want to do else is a little bit of a flower bed out front here to start. So let me think about how that's going to happen. Okay, so a flower bed. I want to use this normal oak wood because that's going to keep it nice and light. And what we're going to do... Ooh, here we go. Here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to take this. We're going to bring it out a little bit because I want a little bit more room for this flower bed to exist. Something maybe along these lines here. Because when we put the fences in, that's going to basically get rid of one layer that we could have been using, right? So we're gonna put the fences in starting maybe right here. We're gonna bring, okay, these flowers, when you have shaders, it's really hard to, like, and your computer's not perfect and it's like just the slightest bit laggy, it's very hard to point in the exact spot you're trying to point, so I basically miss everything I'm trying to click ever, is what I'm trying to say, so that's the deal with that. But anyways, we have this going on. That's gonna be kind of like a little flower garden there. Maybe we'll even bring this out one more because we don't want it to just end and then be kind of like this weird cliff looking thing, so we'll do that. So there's at least a little shape coming around it. Now this is just gonna be completely flowers, and then I think, well, actually, maybe we'll do like some flowers and some wheat, something like that. I think that would look really cool. The problem with doing wheat is just like really annoying because it takes so many different items. You need bone meal, you need seeds, you need a hoe right here, you need water, all just to plant a piece of wheat. Like, it's frustrating. Actually, I guess I don't really need the water. Probably don't need the water too much. So let's just go ahead and we'll just scatter some wheat through here because I love wheat. I never used to use it. It's actually a pretty recent thing, me putting wheat in all of my kind of garden-y related parts of builds, but I love it. Like, this golden color is exactly, oh crap. Dang it, this golden color though is exactly what you want. It just looks so pretty. So let's not accidentally bone meal this because we don't want anything, we want flowers. This is gonna be like flower heaven. Like, there's gonna be too many flowers. If I was building anything but a Hobbit house, you'd be like, dude, lay off the flowers. But what we want is flowers, and we want the tall kind of flowers mostly, I think, because we really want them to show through. So we're gonna use some sunflowers. Sunflowers are beautiful, so we'll throw those in. Okay, and then we're gonna get some roses in, of course. Definitely need the roses. Roses are probably my favorite of the big flowers. They just look so pretty. Some lilacs near the roses, going around like that. And then we still have some peonies right there, and maybe even one more right there. And now what we're gonna do, now we can take bone meal, I think. Well, I don't know if we want bone. No, actually, we'll just go with smaller flowers. I was thinking we would put some grass in, but I don't like that actually. I want like flowers galore in this little place here, so we'll put in some tulips. I really love the blue orchids, probably my favorite of the small flowers. They're just really nice. And then some regular old dandelions, because you know we don't want to be too picky here. We got some orange tulips as well, it looks like. So we'll go ahead and do that. And now we have this like flower garden here, and I love that. Now on the other side we'll do another one, but we'll probably put a little bit more wheat in that one. Almost like a little bit of a farm in the front. And that one will come around somewhere over here. Let's go ahead and find that water. Need to get rid of some of this. I guess we'll need an empty one too. And we'll just throw that down and pick it back up. And that gives us a little bit of space here to work. I love that trick. Don't know where I learned it. Obviously did not make it up myself because I know nothing about Minecraft. I wouldn't have been able to tell you that water breaks things. But someone knew it, and so I just kind of took it from them. Anyways, so we got this going on. We want to make sure it looks nice and natural. Coming in across there. And bring it out here a little bit as well. I don't want it to mirror the other one too much at all. We definitely want it to look own and independent. The next thing we're going to do out front, once we get kind of this stuff done, is we're going to come up with some kind of a pond or water. We need water. There's a balance of water versus plants and stuff that you want to have in a lot of your builds when you're doing exterior decoration. So that's going to be a big thing on the list for the next episode. But right now, we're going to need these fences again. And we're going to do the same thing. We'll probably have it come in from right about here. And it's going to come out. And it's going to come around. And yeah, we'll bring it across like that. That should work. And then it's going to come back in. This one will probably be a little bit smaller. And it'll come back in over to here. Actually, I don't think that's really any smaller. That might be just as big. This tree, by the way, needs to be built all the way down like that. So we have this on the other side. Okay, so that one actually is just about the same size. And I want to do a little bit more heavily on the wheat over here. This will be more of a garden-y, useful kind of place. So we got that going on. And I guess to maintain the whole water thing, we probably could use some water in here. Just a couple, you know, filled in. That'll also make it so we aren't too heavy on any wheat or anything because we'll have some water going on. Okay, that's looking nice. And then we can go ahead and just bone meal some swaths around here. Doesn't matter too much. So welcome to the Let's Build with Alec, where we today we're gonna learn how to plant a garden, a really fancy garden. I hope you enjoy. Oh wow, okay, that was pretty bad. The places that I don't put wheat, I'm still gonna put in flowers, maybe some grass, because I do want to have color over here, of course. But obviously, we do want to have some of this as well. So let's go ahead and bone meal all of that up. I'll do that off camera. Okay, so that has been bone mealed, and I think what I'll do now is just bone meal the rest of this garden and leave it at that. Hopefully, it'll give us a couple flowers there. Beautiful. And now we have some lovely garden-y stuff over there. So that's looking pretty nice, if I do say so myself. Very nice. And then our window over there, which we'll probably do a little more outside decorating on. Could use it. It could use it. But next episode, we will we'll work a little more on coming up with some sort of a water structure to make all. I'm thinking maybe like a fountain is going to come down here, run down the side and into our farm over there, something like that. And we'll also get to work on laying out the inside, get some rooms going, and a little bit of decoration. That should be the plan. I'll try and get this roof done too. That is the plan for next episode. Right now, we need everything to be rounder. That's all I can really say. So we will get that going as well. If you enjoyed, please do leave a like. Thank you so much for watching. I'll have the next episode out in a couple days. Leave your comments. I read every comment on these, so if you have a suggestion, I will of course take your suggestions into account. I might even mention them in the next video. So thank you for doing that in advance, and I will see you in episode 4. Goodbye.